Yo, welcome back, guys. For the record, this is number 10 of the year. I'm your co-host, Jake Subcheck.
I'm your other co-host, Ethan Busso.
You know, Ethan, this weekend, college football wasn't all what we really like usually. Like, this week was kind of boring compared to, like, next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this week, what's really stood out to you this weekend?
This weekend, I'd say a game that really surprised me was Oregon over USC by as much as they did.
Really?
They just absolutely buried USC, a team who, it's always a dangerous place to play at night.
Yeah.
A top-ranked opponent. So I think they showed a lot of people who they really are. They're undefeated in the Pac-12. Their one loss is to Auburn, and right now they control their own destiny to me. I think that was a big win.
Yeah, I agree too. USC, man, they just are struggling so much without KJ Daniels, their starting QB. You know, that really hurt them. Their starting QB getting hurt, and it just blew the wind out of their sails. But this weekend, or actually, we gotta talk about Nebraska losing. We gotta say something. how do you lose to a 2-6 Purdue team?
No, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing as a fan, as a guy who will talk as much as I do about Nebraska. It's embarrassing, and a lot of us are left wondering if Scott Frost can even turn this program around, because you're looking at probably 4-8 in back-to-back seasons, no improvement. At least give us 6 wins to give us some improvement, something that we can work off.
Yeah, to make a bowl game at least.
And I see nothing.
The players, it's not even the players just look so unmotivated.
With Martinez, it's like, obviously you don't forget how to play quarterback. That doesn't just happen.
Yeah.
You don't just forget how to play QB. Something's going on with the coaching staff and Martinez, and they're not letting him feel comfortable. Something he's not comfortable right now.
Yeah.
The talent's not there, but it better be there next year when 3/4 of your players are your own recruits.
Yo, yeah, I agree.
So they have a lot of them. They have to get better over this offseason, a lot better.
Yeah, they do.
Because we have the right to be impatient right now with what we went through with Mike Riley, and now with how hyped up Frost was. It's just, we got to get better.
Yeah, and then Notre Dame almost lost to an unranked Virginia Tech. That could have been disastrous as a Notre Dame fan.
I think we for sure would have known that Brian Kelly would be gone.
I think Brian Kelly should be gone anyway.
Yeah, so do I.
At this point, you're only beating an unranked Virginia Tech team by 1 point. There's got to be something. You got to make a change in the athletic administration at this point.
Yeah, something has to change, because you guys don't want to keep banging your head against the wall.
As a fan, I was watching this game, and it went down to the last 39 seconds. And we had 2 4th-down conversions on the last drive of the game. It was so hard to watch.
It could have very easily gone the other way.
Oh,
very
yeah.
Easily.
We were one play with 2 4th and 10s.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's crazy. Something's got to change.
They've got the talent there.
Yeah, kind of.
To win. They've got some huge playmakers.
Yeah.
But
they just got to put it together now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then now this weekend, we got to talk about LSU, Alabama. It's huge.
Yeah, I think Alabama's gonna beat them.
The last 10 years between those two teams, Alabama has won the last 8 straight.
Yeah, I don't. That doesn't surprise me. I don't think Alabama's. I think it'll be a 2-possession game in favor of Alabama.
Really? 2 possessions?
They'll beat them by more.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Alabama's defense just isn't what it used to be.
No, but to me, LSU hasn't really made any big statements on these teams. Florida, how much they beat them by? 1 possession.
Yeah.
Auburn, 1 possession. If you want to compete with Alabama, you got to be burying teams like that.
That's true.
And to me, I think Alabama's just too good.
Yeah. I think Alabama's going to win too. I don't know about 2 possessions though. That's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's so weird that Alabama's favored by 6.5, and they're number 2, and LSU's 1.
Exactly. I think, and then to me, that's the reason why Alabama should be number 1. Why are they not number 1?
Yeah, that's true.
If you're going to favor them, then
ESPN's matchup predictor is giving Alabama a 71.9% chance to win the game.
That's
a lot.
And I think if LSU has any playoff hopes, they either A, have to win this game, or B, It's got to be a very close game
Oh yeah, I agree.
if they want to have a shot at the playoff.
All right, then you got the Penn State Minnesota game.
I'm gonna take Penn State, but I think it's gonna be a good one. I think at Minnesota.
Oh yeah, I agree too. Minnesota is looking really good right now, but I just don't think they have the firepower to beat Penn State.
No, Penn State's very good. Minnesota just, I mean, at home against a top 5 opponent, it's gonna be huge for them. But I mean, I don't think Penn State's gonna bury them by all means.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's gonna be a good game. I
They'll-
think Penn State's gonna come
they'll
out on
fight.
top.
Yeah. Then you got K-State and Texas. K-State is ranked now and Texas is not.
No,
You think Texas can win?
I mean, I don't know. I think they should win that game if they're. I don't know.
Texas is favored. They're favored to win and they're unranked.
It's because they're at home, but I take Texas to win that game. I think Texas will win that game. But I like to see Kansas State win it.
Oh
I
yeah,
would.
so do I. You have a big Big Ten matchup: Iowa, Wisconsin. That's huge.
This is a huge one for the Big Ten West, especially. Minnesota most likely going to take their first loss this week.
Yeah,
So this is huge for both of them having 2 losses in the Big Ten play.
yeah.
So I take Wisconsin though. I don't think Wisconsin is. I mean, they're obviously not as good as we thought, but I still think they're a solid team. I'll take Wisconsin in that game.
Georgia plays Missouri this weekend too. Missouri's dangerous.
Missouri is dangerous. They've had a good season so far.
Kelly Bryant is playing really well.
Mm-hmm. They've had a good season so far, and I'd like to see them win that game.
I would really like. Actually, no. I need Georgia to win as a Notre Dame fan.
That's true.
But
But-
Georgia, they moved up to number 6 now. So I mean, I really think though, if LSU beats Alabama, and then LSU loses to Georgia in the SEC championship, come on, Georgia gets in. They're the SEC team in the playoffs.
I just think if you look at these one-loss teams, Oregon, who's their one loss to? Auburn, right? And the game
Yeah.
that they should have won.
but it's
and-
such a weak schedule.
That's fair, but I think you got to go down to who the one loss is to.
Yeah, I guess. But Georgia's,
And-
yeah,
The fact that they lost week 1, and Georgia lost was that week 5.
yeah.
So I think that's what you got to look at. That Oregon's on a 7-game winning streak right now, or 8-game. I think that's what it's going to come down to in the playoff for the playoff committee.
Yeah. All right. So now that's basically it for the matchups this week. You know, who's your Heisman frontrunner now? We're in week 9 now. Week 11.
I think right now you got to say it's Burrow, and a lot rides on this game this week.
Oh yeah.
If he can beat Alabama, if he can beat Alabama with a good performance,
He silences the haters.
he should be the leader in the Heisman race.
I mean, I seriously think it might be Chase Young for me.
Yeah, I think Chase Young should win it,
I mean,
but realistically, I don't see him giving it to Chase
he
Young.
is playing. It's a historic season as a defensive player. He is an absolute animal. He has probably the most record sacks, I believe it is, for a season, and it's not even done yet.
Mm-hmm. No, I think Chase Young is the best player in college football right now, but I just don't see them giving the Heisman to a defensive
Which
player.
I think is dumb.
No, and they should, because there is no true QB or running back that's just having dominance. That's just showing dominance right now.
Yeah.
The way Chase Young is.
You know, his team, Ohio State, man. I think they're the best team in the country.
Yeah.
At least I do.
I definitely think they do. I think they are. They've got Penn State coming up. They've got Michigan coming up. I think Michigan's solid.
I hate Michigan.
And I don't see them losing either of those games. They've got 3 of the top 6 Heisman candidates.
They have Justin Fields. They have Chase Young. Then they have J.K. Dobbins. And then they have Okadubi, whatever his name is. The DB is
Yeah.
he's up there for the top DBs in the country. I mean, they're just stacked everywhere.
Again, I think Ohio State. They're gonna have a big year.
I think they're gonna win it.
But yeah, the second half of this next couple weeks is gonna be tough for them. But I don't see them slowing down.
No, yeah,
at all.
Maybe against Michigan. Maybe Michigan gives them a good fight actually this year, but I don't see Michigan really giving a good fight.
Yeah, I think Michigan has really turned around kind of midway through the season, at least midway through the season, after how they started.
But it's at home against Ohio State, and it's always going to be a good game. So
I mean, last year was not.
no, it was not. But I'd take Ohio State to win that game, but
We're still a long ways away from it.
anything could happen right now.
All right, so your top 4 playoff. Who's getting the playoffs for you?
I think Alabama's going to get the number 1 seed. I think Ohio State will take the number 2 seed. Clemson with the 3 seed, and I still have been telling you I like Oregon as the 4 seed.
No, I see that. I see it. I really do, because Oregon, they're probably not going to lose another game. For me, it's going to be Ohio State at 1. I think they'll finish the season at number 1 after beating Penn State, and they'll beat Michigan. I think they'll finish number 1. I think Alabama's going to come in number 2. Clemson will become number 3. And I think right now, Oregon will be in, as what it looks like right now.
Yeah, but again, it just depends. Like if LSU and Alabama come down to the wire, then
Yeah.
their one loss is better than
The
Oregon's
playoff
one
committee, the playoff committee could look at that and say we're going to put 2 SEC teams in.
loss. Which I think we'd all like to see LSU and Alabama in it, just because of how good both teams are. But
I just don't want to see them play again.
the thing is, we don't want Alabama at the 1 and LSU at the 4, which would likely happen.
Which, yeah, that would happen because it'd be the 3 top undefeated teams and then a 1-loss LSU.
But it's still, like we said, a couple weeks left. Anything can happen. A lot of big games to be played.
Yeah.
So we'll find out in a couple weeks here what
Yeah.
it's going to be, and we'll make our predictions on that.
So this weekend in the NFL world, Patriots get their first loss.
Yeah, it was really their first test of the season. I mean, they haven't really played much. They played the Bills in Buffalo, but the Ravens were the best team they've played so far, and the Ravens showed it.
Oh, yeah. I know Lamar Jackson played really, really well.
He's having this very good season. Gotta love Lamar Jackson.
He's so fun to watch.
Yeah, he's an exciting player.
Yeah, and I think Tom Brady, he's starting to get old.
He's getting up there, but again, he's just got a lot of talent around him.
Yeah,
I think the Patriots aren't really going to slow down much, and
I don't think they will either. But you think Julian? Who do you think the best wide receiver right now is in the NFL?
I'd say it's either Julio Jones or DeAndre Hopkins. Still, either one of those two. Again, like guys like Cooper Kupp and Mike Evans are having big seasons, but as far as just best receivers, straight up, I think it's Julio Jones or DeAndre Hopkins. Either one of them.
Yeah, Julio Jones is having a great year this year again. I loved watching the KC Vikings game, and KC won on a last-second field goal.
Yeah, I wanted to see the Vikings win that one. I'm not a big Chiefs guy, but it was a good game. It was a very good game.
It's a fun game to watch, and I mean, who do you cheer for in the NFL?
Oh, I'm a Cowboys fan.
Really, Cowboys?
They play tonight against the Giants. Should be an easy one.
Yeah, Giants are
They're
struggling.
2-6.
That's bad.
But
You think the NFC North is still the best division in NFL?
I think it's let me see who's in the NFC North.
Green Bay, Minnesota, Detroit, and Chicago.
No, I think it's look down at the NFC West. San Francisco, Seattle, Los Angeles. It's just again the Cardinals aren't a very good team, but those 3 teams
You think?
all have to play each other twice.
Yeah,
but again, I just think the NFC is way better than the AFC.
Oh yeah, so do I. I mean, they have New Orleans, they have San Francisco, they have Green Bay, and they also have Dallas. Or Dallas is so bad this year. Never mind.
I think Dallas isn't having as good a season as we'd like, but they're gonna walk into the playoffs because their division's so bad.
Yeah, seriously, I didn't expect that though, to be honest.
Yeah. And then tomorrow night we've got college basketball starting finally. 1 versus 2, Michigan State versus Kentucky, and we've got 3 versus 4, Kansas at Duke.
Yeah, that'll be a really fun game to watch.
I'm just excited to have
College basketball back. Yeah.
Just exciting games all around.
Notre Dame has to play North Carolina tomorrow, or Wednesday, not tomorrow. That'll be scary to watch.
Yeah.
I'm worried.
But I don't really know much yet. It's too early to tell who's the best team right now in college basketball. But we'll get back to that.
I think it's weird that Virginia is ranked 11.
as after winning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that too, and I thought it was weird that Michigan State took number 1, but they had a lot of their players come back, and you don't really know how good these freshmen are going to be at Duke and Kentucky.
You know,
so.
I just don't think when was the last time like an all freshman team like Duke and Kentucky won?
I think you have to take it back to the year Kentucky won with Anthony Davis.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really win like that anymore.
I mean, experience and fundamentals tend to win the March Madness.
And that's what's been happening these last couple of years with
It's been your Virginia,
Villanova.
even North Carolina when they won it were all juniors and seniors.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these just young raw talent. I mean, they're not experienced.
They can't win. March Madness is a whole nother level of competitiveness.
It doesn't matter who's number 1.
Even Gonzaga makes deep runs.
They do because they're just a fundamentally sound team.
Exactly.
They always have been. And so I think it's going to be interesting this year to see who's going to win it because I've got no clue on who I can actually say is the best team. But
like Louisville, are they making a comeback finally this year?
yeah, they've been tough in recent years for Louisville since they won it a couple years ago. They haven't really been good since. So I think Louisville starting off number 5. The ACC is just insane right now.
Who do you think the best Nebraska team is going to be? Think it'll be Creighton, or do you think it'll be Lincoln?
I think it'll be Creighton. They got most of their guys coming back, and a couple incoming freshmen. So I think it'll be Creighton this year.
They got a couple votes to get in that top 25. Obviously not enough, but they got votes to be put in.
Mm-hmm.
And Creighton, they always every year, every once in a while they'll put a team together.
Yeah, they last year again it was Nebraska. Nebraska had a pretty solid team, but this year I think Creighton just is definitely going to improve. Only thing they lost is their center, and their new starting center also got hurt. So
Yeah.
they've got to fill that position, and they'll be fine. But yeah, I think that's going to do it
Yeah. Anything else?
for most of the sports going around.
Prep this weekend unfortunately ended their season.
Oh yeah, that was it was a tough game. They're such a solid team. We started off with a lot of momentum and just big plays by Westside kind of killed that.
It's really sad, honestly, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was a fun senior year for me. I loved being in the cage. I was always near you.
Yeah, every single week.
Yeah, I mean, it was so much fun. I hope you guys have a lot of fun next year. You guys will be good next year.
I think we have a solid team next year. We have a lot of holes to fill in the O-line.
Oh yeah, QB
In
too.
the QB position.
That'll be huge. And wide receiver.
Wide receiver, we got Alex coming back.
But that's
he's going to be a big role, but we got to find someone to fill Mason's spot.
and Joe Boulay and Johnny McClay and Mateo. I mean, it's all these wide receivers.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to a lot of sophomores and juniors that can step up too.
Yeah,
I think
it
that's
will
a
be.
big role. But we've got to Caniglio, we have to find someone to step in there. But I think we've got a lot of talent coming back in this junior class that we have right now, and it's gonna take a lot of guys next year to step up. But I think we can do it.
All right. Yeah. So, all right, guys, thanks for listening to our podcast today. Join us next week for another edition.